Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to understand how this technique will help for us and how you can apply it to your day-to-day life. Because practicing meditation, it is just not only you spend few minutes per a day and you close your eyes and sit in one place and quiet, become very quiet. And that is a part of meditation. We all need that. But when it comes to wisdom path, this is more deep. The understanding the very nature of life and understanding the reality will help you to develop your all bodily, verbally, and mentally action for 24/7. It is just not only for one moment. So then your whole life is kind of like a meditation, because you need the awareness. Just imagine if you have a moment without awareness, that moment can kill you. That's how about you driving. If you lose the moment of awareness, what will happen? Maybe you cooking, maybe you cutting something, you cutting vegetables, you cleaning. So if you just for a certain level, if you don't put your attention, what the outcome going to happen? Your whole life can change that moment of unawareness. So then the mindfulness is always we have. That's why we survive. That is the very deeper the immunity that you build up to maintain your life with this world. But the thing is that awareness, that understanding, not complete. It always half. We drop somewhere. So this practice will help you to bring that awareness to very complete level and make it complete. If you see something, hear something, smell something, feel something, if you recognize it to the highest, not half, if you experience it to the maximum, that will help you to understand what it is. Why? Because when you recognize something half, what will happen? It is so dangerous. Just imagine any information. If a person get only half of it, what will happen? It change entire diagram of that information. So then in day-to-day life, that whatever we see, hear, smell, taste, feel, with this all the perception, if we get only half, and out of that, if we bring any kind of reactions, that reactions cannot bring the right result or the necessary outcome. Why? Because it come out of incompletion. So in the very first level, you have to develop a method to be complete within yourself as a person, as a being, as a whole person. You have to experience something, not a part of it, you. So when you drink cup of tea, can you bring that whole body to experience it? When you go to sleep, a lot of people cannot sleep sometimes because body lie down on the bed, but the mind is somewhere else. But the whole person means your whole body and mind together. So anything the same, that whatever you do in day-to-day life, if you able to bring this body and mind together, then you will recognize what is this awareness mean. Because awareness is not a thought. The awareness is deeply exist in you. The only thing is, once you tune to this body-mind connection, that is where you gain it. So it's like this. Just imagine that there are a lot of radio signals in this very moment around this area, but we cannot get it. But if you put a radio and tune it to the right frequency, then you get it. So your awareness also the same. It is there, but you have to bring it to a point and tune yourself to experience it. And why it is difficult for us today? In the ancient time, it was not difficult like this. The one of the reason the people had the very intention and the clear conviction, faith to go towards it. Another thing is that the informations. The informations were, there were a lot of informations, but not mixed with unnecessary details. But today what happens, we get the informations. It has a lot of unnecessary details. So when there are a lot of unnecessary details, what's happening? Maybe the real information, the real message can misplace. So how this has started? Because people, this journey coming from the ancient time, people start to explain that the freedom, that the wisdom that they explain, and they start to bring it to words. And then they start to imagine about it. And out of that imagination, they develop explanation, which they try to, not the real experience, the imagination, they bring it to language. And then what happened? It became more and more and more difficult to recognize. Because if you really experience something and then you are capable to bring it to words, because you experience it. But the thing is this, you experience something and there is another person looking at you. And then he developed or she developed a certain kind of ideas in her or his mind. Then what happened? Out of that ideas, that person developed an imagination. And then that imagination bring it to words. And that words became information. So that is a different way of information. And then there is another information. You experience something and then you bring it to words. And that also part of the information. So now you have two parts. The surface level, what happened, that imagination part, the information, is kind of like so beautiful. You can get it very easily. And you feel it's kind of like so good. Why? Because we also in the imagination. That's why we feel it good. It's kind of like one drunken person meet another drunken person, and they both don't feel they're unbalanced. They both feel kind of like they are good. They're strong. That's why sometimes they get into fight. So when we are in imagination, we feel so good with that kind of information came from imagination. So then what happened? By the time this network became so big, and then we caught up in that, and then we are now having difficulty to get into the very authentic experience, even within ourselves. Just imagine, just look yourself. Just yourself to experience the real moment. How difficult? Why? Because your thoughts come, your imagination come and block it. So cultivation of mind is, when it comes to meditation, that it's a very meaning coming from bhavana. So the bhavana is the very connotation of the bhavana, means the cultivation of mind. So then what you cultivate here, you drop the imagination. In the very first level, you have to come to a point to observe and recognize what is happening right now, right here within you, not within anywhere, something else, within you. What is this moment of experience? And then once you tune to that, your mind slowly drop that imagination and slowly settle down with the reality. What is the reality means? What is happening in this very moment? Once you settle down there and you recognize That whatever happened moment by moment, moment by moment, arising, existing, transforming, or changing, or disappearing, and becoming something else. So it's always a journey. There is no ending or there is no beginning. It is just happening. There is no ending, there is no beginning, it is just happening. So once the mind settles down with that, you will experience the total freedom within yourself. So gain that total freedom, allowing it to happen in you, allowing it to raise inside you, allowing that to let it grow inside you is not easy. Why? Because we are our own hindrance. Our mind is our own hindrance. Why? Because there is a huge part of our life deal with imagination. So this is the moment we're going to slowly drop it and just settle down with the reality. That's mean what is happening in this very moment. So I hope give your best for this moment and see what you can experience, not imagination. So let's get into practice a little bit. Your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and bring your attention to your body, please. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalations as exhalation. Do nothing extra. Bring my attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we try that we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, and also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also by the power of this all meritorious activities, may your all past relatives find the liberation, and also may all your guardian angels will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.